Leadership Award. We all know how to make a successful project. You have to have things in place. One, you have to have a good idea. You have to have funding. You have to have a strong leader, and you need a great committee. And that is how, in 1989, the Victorian Stroll began, and no one does it alone. Dave and I were in business at that time, and we had businesses on each side of the square. And it was a day of wonder. We didn't know what was going to happen. The committee gave us a list of things we needed to do. Early morning on Saturday to mid-afternoon, people were hustling around, washing windows, sweeping sidewalks. The courthouse was playing Christmas music. We were inside the store making our live Christmas cards and wondering what was going to happen. That night, it was magical. The sidewalk was packed with people. Cars were slowly going around the square, bumper to bumper. And in our store, in one of our large windows, we always displayed the Department 56 Snow Village. And in that window, there were dozens and dozens of houses and buildings. There was all twinkly lights, there was greenery and lots of snow. There was a large skating pond that had a skater that would skate across the pond and twirl around. It was pretty magical. So that night I was standing there and I looked out and all I could see were faces of men and women, children of all ages and sizes, smiling, calling out to other people, Merry Christmas. It was heartwarming, it really was. So then I looked down. Here were the children, all around the bottom of the window. Some of them were pointing to each other, look at this, look at that, looking to see if maybe they saw somebody in that house. And one little boy had his nose pressed up against the window. And I looked at him, his eyes were big as dollars. And it was such a wonder of Christmas in his eyes. And he watched that skating pond. And I thought he maybe thought it was real. But if that didn't put holly in your heart, you weren't alive. That night you would walk out and you'd smell the pine, you could smell the kettle corn, the funnel cake. You heard and saw the newsboys with their little knickers and their little caps and their crossbody bags and crying out, get your news here. If you looked another direction, you saw the Victorian carolers slowly walking down the sidewalk, singing carols with beautiful voices into the night. They would stop, they would come by you, and they were all dressed, the men in their coats with their tails and their top hats. The women had flowing dresses and little capes, and then they had bonnets on, and they would stop in front of you, and then they would sing a song. And then when the song was over, there would be this eruption of roar of applause. It was truly a Norman Rockwell painting. And that was the first Victorian stroll. The night was full. So tonight we are here to honor the person who has been the chairperson for the Victorian stroll for the last 20 years. They have added new, they've tweaked some of the old to perfection. They've come out with this Victorian stroll little brochure, which is wonderful. It states all the events and what times and where it's located with a map. And it's actually priceless. It has lots of pictures, and it's something that everybody can take home for a souvenir and keep as a memory. As the year goes by, in December of 2024, the stroll will have been in production for 35 years. The lady that we are honoring tonight serves as the leader, but she is a wonderful person. She's hardworking, she's talented, she's focused, and I admire her vim. And I spoke to her tonight, and I told her what I was going to say, and I'm going to say it. She comes from good people, and I would know that because I'm related. She saw the job that needed to be done, and she got it done. The lady we honor tonight is Catherine Burkman.